Good morning children. Welcome to GM Dondas learning class. So today we will start with our subject maths. So we are in the third part of the chapter. Earlier I have already explained you two parts of the same chapter, that is decimal and their applications, right? So till now we have learned what is decimal, unlike decimal, like decimal, addition of the decimal, multiplication of the decimal. Now we have to go through with the division of the decimal. So first of all I will explain you division of a whole number. Division of decimal number by whole number, right? The simple division as we are doing in the whole number, the same way we have to divide here. One example I am giving you here, suppose 4.05 divided by 9. Now as you all know, 4.05 is the decimal number and 9 is the whole number, right? So we will divide here 4.05 divided by 9. The same we are dividing in the simple division. 9 we cannot divide with the 4, so first what we will do? 9 zeros are 0. If I cut 0 from the 4, what I will get? 4. Now I have to take down this next number, that is 0, and that number is after the decimal. 4 dividing the number after the decimal, first I have to place the decimal at the quotient place. Then only I can take that 0 or whatever number is there, that I can take after that only. If the number I am taking, अगर मैं decimal के बाद वाला number नीचे डिवीजन के लिए यूज कर रही हूँ, तो पहले मुझे क्वोशंट में decimal डॉट प्लेस करना है. Clear children? Now we will divide. Now 40 is not coming in the table of 9, so what I will do? 9 4s are 36, right? So here I have to subtract. Here is 10, then 10 minus 6, I will get 4. Okay? Now I have to take down this 5. What I have got here? 45. So I can divide 45 with the 9, so 9 5s are 45. If I subtract both, what I will get? 0 and 0, right? Okay, so if we subtract 5 from 5, what we will get? 0, and here also 0. So what is our answer? 0.45. Understand? 0.45. So now you have to know how in the quotient we get the decimal also. Before dividing with the number after the decimal, we have to place the decimal in the quotient also. Understand? For another example, if I give you here 1.36 divided by 4. 1.36 divided by 4. 4 zeros are 0. So 1 we will get as it is, right? Now 3 I have to take down. So before taking the 3, what I have to do here? I have to place the decimal. Then 4 3s are 12, right? 3 minus 2 1 and 1 minus 1 0. Then I have to take down this 6. What I have to divide here? Then 4 4s are 16, right? So 0 0. So what is my answer? 0.34. Understand children? So here we have learned division of a decimal by the whole number. Which number? Whole number. Now we will go to our next with the remainder. Before that, if you want to solve the sum orally, suppose 0.6 divided by 2. So how you can solve this sum orally? As you all know, this is the decimal number. So first you have to place the decimal, then 2 3s are 6. So what is the answer? 0.3, right? So this way you can solve the sum orally also. Suppose 0.24 divided by 8. So for decimal, first we have to point the decimal dot. Before whole number is not there, so first we will place 0 in the whole number, then 8 3s are 24. So this way you can solve the sum orally also, right? Okay, now I will explain you sum division of decimal with remainder. With remainder means by putting the extra zeros you can solve the sum. So one example here I am taking, that is 4.14 divided by 12. 12 is the whole number. Now if I divide here, look it carefully, huh? Now I cannot divide 12 with the 4. So first what we will do? We will divide with the 0. 12 zeros are 0. So what we will get here? 4, right? Now 1 is here after the decimal, that I have to take down. So for that what I have to do here? Just now I explained you, I have to place a decimal in the quotient also. Now I cannot divide 42 with the 12, but the lesser number is there. That is 4 3s are 12 3s are 36, right? So I cannot cut. So here I will take the borrow. Now 11 minus 6 is equal to 5, and 3 minus 3 0. Now what is the remaining number is 4. Now 54 is also not coming in the table of 12, but less number than 54 is 12 4s are 48, right? So 14 minus 8. So here we will get 6, right? 14 minus 8, 6. So what is our remainder? 6. But still, if I add extra 0 to this number, I can divide with the 12. So I will add the extra 0 here, then I will place here also. So now I can divide 12 5s are 60. Understand, children? Now I can divide 12 5s are 60. 60 minus 60 we will get 0. Now there is no remainder. Just now we were having remainder here, right? I have add the extra 0 here, that I have taken down, and then I have divided 12 5s are 60. And if we subtract 60 minus 60, we will get 0. So what is our answer? 0.345. So this is known as the decimal with the remainder by adding extra zeros. Sorry, by adding extra zeros. So now, is it clear with you? Here I have placed the extra 0 and that I have taken down. Understand, children? Okay. So now we will go to the next point. Okay. Division. Decimal by 10, 100, 1000, right? This we have learned in the multiplication also. Understand? So now what we have to do here? If any decimal number, if I divide by 10, 100 and 1000, I have to place the decimal to the, I have to move the decimal point to the left side. Which side? To the left side. Suppose 0.536 divided by 10. Divided by 10. So here is the decimal, right? So that I have to move to the left side one digit. Why? Because here in the 10 only one zero we have. So what will be my answer? 0.0536. Understand, children? This way we can solve orally also. Suppose 5.36 divided by 10. So here also I have to move the decimal to the left side one digit. So what will be my answer? 0.536. Now that how you are getting that I will explain you here. Suppose this number if I convert into the fraction 536 upon 1000. Why upon 1000? Because after the decimal there are 3 digits, right? So here we have to place 1000. Then divide by 10. Suppose there is no number, so we have to place here a 1. By applying the multiplicative inverse property, 536 upon 1000 multiply by 1 upon 10. Now 1 upon 10 is the reciprocate of 10 upon 1, right? So this is known as the reciprocate number also and multiplicative inverse property also. Now what we have got here? 536, right? Upon, if I multiply 1000 with 10, what I will get? 1 and 0, 0, 0 and 0. 4 zeros I have to place. Now here are the 3 number and in the denominator what is the number? 10,000, right? So what I have to do here? Here we are having only 3 digits, 5, 3 and 6. So before that I have to place a 0 and we don't have any whole number. So what will be the answer? 0.0536. Understand, children? The same number you have got with the short method by remembering only a small property that if you divide with 10, 100 or 1000, you have to move your decimal dot to the left side. Which side? Left side. Here we have moved the decimal to the left side. Here it is before the 5 and here it is we have to place 0 before the 5, right? And then here we have to place the decimal. तो हमने एक डिजिट उसको लेफ्ट साइड में मूव कर दिया. कौन सी साइड में मूव किया डेसिमल को? लेफ्ट साइड में मूव किया, राइट? नाउ हियर अनदर एग्जांपल 5.36 sorry 536, and if I convert that into the fraction after the decimal, how many digits? 2 digits, right? So what I have to write here? 536 upon 100 and divide by 10 upon 1. So 536 upon 100 multiply, here I have to apply the reciprocate, means multiplicative inverse property. So 1 upon 10, right? So what we will get here? 536 upon 1000, right? 2 zeros of 100 and 1 zeros of 10. So how I have to place the decimal? 0.536 5, 3, 6. That I have already told you here. In the short method also you can place this way. You have to move the decimal to the left side. Same applies with the 100 and 1000. If you are dividing with the 100, you have to place the decimal left side 2 digit, and in 1000 left side 3 digit. You have to move your decimal to the left side. Understand, children? Okay, now I will explain you next point.
Clear picture.
Okay, now division of a decimal by decimal. By decimal number. So division of a decimal by decimal number. I will understand by the example 0.2886. Sorry, 0.288. 0.288 by 0.6. Here 0.288 is also a decimal number and 0.6 is also a decimal number, right? So here first we have to convert this into the fraction 288 upon 1000, because here after the decimal there are 3 digits, right? And divide by 6 upon 10, right? So by applying the multiplicative inverse property, 288 we have to write as it is 1000, then multiplication sign, and then we have to reciprocate this number 10 upon 6. 10 upon 6, right? We can cancel this 0 with this 0. Now here the 100 is remaining. Now I have to divide this number by 6. 288 by 6. So 6 4s are 24. If I divide only with 28, 6 4s are 24. Now 28 minus 24, I will get 4. And here is the 8, right? So that will become 48. Now I know that I can divide 48 with the 6. So what I have to do here? 6 8s are 48. So the whole number I have to divide with the 4 and 8. Now what the remaining number is? 48 upon 100, right? So what will be our answer? 0.48. Understand, children? 0.48. So this is the short method by converting this decimal number into the fraction, right? And then we have to divide by applying the multiplicative inverse property. Understand? Okay. Now I will explain you with the another example. 0.576 divided by 0.8. Just now we have did the same method we have to apply here. Sorry. 576 upon 1000, right? 576 upon 1000 divide by 8 upon 10, right? Now what I have to do here? I have to apply the multiplicative inverse property. So first I have to write the first number as it is. See children, don't make the mistake. First number you don't have to reciprocate. पहले वाला जो नंबर है वो आपको as it is लिखना है. उसके बाद डिवीजन की साइन है, उसको हमें हटाकर वहां पे मल्टीप्लिकेशन की साइन देनी है. देन जो नंबर आफ्टर द डिवीजन की साइन के बाद जो नंबर है वही नंबर को हमें यहाँ पे रेसिप्रोकेट करना है. 1 0, right? Now I have to divide here as with the 8. 5 7 6 divide by 8. अगर आपको ये डायरेक्ट यहाँ पे मैंने जैसे किया वैसा आपको नहीं आ रहा है, if you don't know the direct division, you can divide in the rough this way also, right? मैं सपोज यहाँ पे ऐसा डायरेक्ट कर रही हूँ 8 7 जा 56, 57 में से 56 को कट करेंगे तो क्या बचेगा 1 और ये 16. सेम आई विल डू हियर. अगर आपको डायरेक्ट डिवीजन नहीं आ रहा है तो आप यहाँ पे ऐसे रफ में अलग से डिवीजन कर सकते हो while solving by yourself. आप खुद से जब सॉल्व कर रहे हो 8 7 जा 56, 7 minus 6 1, 6. If I take down here the number is 16, so 8 2s are 16, right? So here what I will get 2 by cutting this. So what the remaining number is 72 upon 100. So what will be my answer? 0.72. This is our rough one, right? Here is our rough one. This I have just explained you here. If I divide directly, I can do this way कि मैंने यहाँ पे 57 में से 56 को कट किया, उसमें से 56 को सब्ट्रैक्ट करें तो 1 बचता है, फिर ये 6 मैंने यहाँ पे just for my remembrance I have placed here. तो 16 now I can divide with 2. So 8 2s are 16. वही मैंने पूरा यहाँ पे आपको रफ में भी सम करके दिखाया. आप जब खुद से सम सॉल्व करो तो आप ऐसे रफ वर्क कर सकते हो. Understand children? So now is this clear with you that how we can divide the decimal by applying this method by converting the decimal number into fraction, then applying the inverse multiplicative property, and then cancellation whatever we need to do, and then we get the correct answer. Clear children? Okay children, so here what we have to speak this number 0.288. In the earlier example I have speak that way that 0.536. That was because for your convenience I have speak that way, but we cannot speak these decimal numbers by 288. We have to speak 288 or 0.576 only. So you also be careful. Suppose 0.48. I cannot speak 0.48. That we have already learned in the earlier chapter, right? Now our next point is rounding off to the decimal numbers. So now I will explain with the next point, rounding of the numbers, decimal numbers. Which numbers? Rounding the decimal numbers. We have already learned rounding of the number, but that was whole numbers. Now we have to learn the decimal in the rounding the number to the decimal numbers, right? Suppose if I want to round up the number to the nearest the ones, so 2.4 and 2.5. Two examples I have taken here, 2.4 and 2.5. If we check here, I have to round up this number to the nearest ones, right? So what I have to check the last digit, right? Last digit is 4 and 4 is less than 5. So what is our base? The number should be equal or greater to 5. Then only we have to add 1 into the next, means just before the number. Now here 4 is the less than 5. So our 2 will remain as it is, and after decimal we have to place 0. So that we will not place. 2.0 लिखो या तो आप directly 2 लिखो, that is equal. Understand children? Now is 2, right? So 2 plus 1 is equal to 3.0. Means what is our answer? 3. Clear, children? See, once again I will explain here. The number should be equal. The number should be equal or greater than 5. Greater than 5. Then only we have to add 1 in the just before number. Our just before number is 2 here, right? So we have added 1 here in the 2 plus 1, 3. So what is our round number is 3. Okay? Here 4 is less. So here we don't have to add 1. Understand? Now rounding the number nearest to tens. Okay, so here what we have to check this 9. So what we will write here? This 9 is greater than 5. Can we say that 9 is greater than 5? Yes. So where we have to add this 1 in just before number, that means we have to add 1 in 4. So what we will get here? 5. But here we have the number before the decimal also. So what will be our answer? 3.5. Understand, children? Our answer is 3.5. And if we check the another example, 3.54. Now 4 is less than 5. So I don't have to add anything in just before number. So what will be my answer? 3.5. Clear, children? This way you can use the same property of rounding of the number in the decimal numbers also. Now nearest to the 100. Nearest to the 100. One number I have taken here, 4.139. Now which number I have to check here? This 9. 9 is greater than 5, right? So where I have to add 1 in just before number? Just before number is 3, right? So I have to add 1 in just before number. So what I will get? 4. So what will be my answer? 4.1 और जो 3 है वहाँ पे मुझे 4 लिखना है. So what will be my answer? 4.14. So did you understand all the things? Is that clear? Now you have to solve few sums by yourself also. As I am not going to solve all the sums, some sums you have to solve in the homework book, right? So this was all for the chapter 5, that is decimal and their applications. Now we will meet you in our next e-learning session with the chapter number 6. Okay? Thank you, children. Bye bye.